Yo, what's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back on the YouTube video, and this time we're going to be playing some ladder using this very defensive Royal Hog deck. I think I've made a video on this before, maybe two, but I think it was at least a few weeks ago. I'm trying to switch up what I make videos on, you know, not use too many decks like constantly, because I know a lot of you guys are definitely getting ready or waiting patiently for those balance changes, because it's been around the same meta for a few months now. But yeah, I think it's been a few weeks since I made a video on this deck. I think it's pretty good in the meta. It finished 11th in the world last season. It's really good versus RG, which is, I think, one of the main reasons why it's good in the meta, because RG is pretty popular right now. Got a lot of fireball bait, obviously, with the Royal Hogs, the Flying Machine, the Zappies, and then even the recruits can bait out, like, Bar Barrels and Logs, and then you can use your Electro Spirit. And Cage is the second best building in the whole game right now, in my opinion, right after the Bomb Tower. So before we get the first game, if you guys want to support me, use my credit code BOSS in any Supercell game. Supports me, the channel, and I really do appreciate all you guys use my code. It means a lot. So we're going to go into the first game here. I know I'm a little low on ladder. There's like a lot of people who I think are already at like 7,000 at this point. The reason why I'm pretty low is I don't have, right now, like, I'm really busy with, first of all, school, and then also there's a lot of like competitive events going on right now. Like there's a 4,500 4v4 King of the Hill event, and then like there's some other events I'm participating in, like No Tilt Worlds, where it's like I'm on Team USA and there's like other countries you play against. And then school, we're getting towards like end of the quarter, so there's a lot of like assignments like I need to do and get turned in. So I haven't had like a ton of time to grind ladder. But I promise you guys this weekend, you know, obviously, like, for good content, because I know you guys like watching me more the higher up I am on ladder. I'll do my best to, yeah, push to at least 7,000, find time to do it. I just, like, if you guys were, like, wondering, like, why I'm low on ladder, like, no, I haven't lost interest in the game. No, I'm not washed. I'm, you know, I don't think I'm washed. I just, I don't, because I'm not a one-trick, you know, like, I like to use like a variety of decks when I can. Like, obviously I have a couple decks like I'm better at than others, like for example RG. I usually use that like end of the season, or Sparky, or like stuff like that. But that's why, like, at this point with a lot of the season remaining, I'm not like extremely high up, just like in case you guys were wondering. But this weekend I'll try to push to, as I said, at least 7,000 trophies, which should be, I guess, yeah, pretty good content. This weekend I'll do that for sure. Maybe even further, maybe like 7,200. I'll see how high I can get. So so this guy basically has a very similar deck. For whatever reason though, it's got a Goblin Hut instead of the Goblin Cage. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think Goblin Hut is that good right now, but definitely interesting regardless. So he's just going to basically do what I'm doing right now. We're going to go for a Bar Barrel right here. We're going to go for a Flying Machine. He's probably going to Fireball. If he does, I guess that's fine. And it looks like he's actually, instead of Fireballing, he's going to play his own Flying Machine. I'm going to Fireball that. We can actually go for recruits in the back. If he punishes us, that's not a very good play, because we have a Goblin Cage in cycle. He knows that, so he's just setting up for defense once again. And then I guess, yeah, here we're going to have to Bar Barrel this once again. Wait, let me go for a cage like this. Okay, nice. He can't Fireball everything because we played the cage higher up. And that Fireball, I think, was a little aggressive, but he cycled back to another. Wow. So do you remember how I said I don't think the Goblin Hut's that good? My point still stands. I don't think it's that good, but in this specific matchup, it's been giving me a really hard time. I think that's mostly because we don't have, I feel like the Goblin Hut is actually very, very annoying. even though it's not that good, I feel like against decks that don't have a poison or an earthquake, it gives you a really, really hard time. Because we don't have a great way of taking it out, because we don't have, like, as I said, like a poison or an earthquake or something like that. So we're going to go for the spell cycle here because we're in triple elixir. I'm pretty confident we can just cycle. Is it a little risky? Yeah, but triple elixir, I'm pretty confident I can cycle 2 fireballs no matter how much elixir my deck costs, because you can just cycle cards so quickly. It's usually not very risky. Unless they already have a push down, then you probably can't, but I knew we were in a pretty safe position to do it because I had my cheap cards in cycle 2, like Electro Spirit and Barbell, so pretty nice win there. That Goblin Hut got really annoying, and honestly, I would say that's almost what won him the game. I had, you know, even though the rest of our cards were very similar, I felt like we defended how we should have, and we pressured at the right times. It's just that Goblin Hut was such a nuisance for us, so it was a nice win there. I guess we'll start with a Barbell here, see what this guy wants to do. He's going to go ahead and zap. You know, probably Electro Spirit, and if he doesn't do anything, I'm going to play Hogs in front so he doesn't have an easy time activating the King Tower in case he attempts to do that. Yeah, we're going to do that. He's going to go Mini P.E.K.K.A. Could be Sparky because he's got Mini P.E.K.K.A. and zap. I'm going to go ahead and Flying Machine here. Oh, he's got a Goblin Gang, so probably not Sparky then, unless it's Sparky bait. See what this guy's got. He's up a lot of elixir, but we have a Flying Machine and zappies down, so we're probably alright. And he lets that lock on. That's interesting. Wow, yeah, we already took half of his tower. So he's got a giant. We'll go recruits. I don't think we need to play the Goblin Hut early. Excuse me, I was used to saying Goblin Hut because of the last game. The Goblin Cage early, yeah. And he is going to have Sparky, so Sparky is, I feel like, not too bad because you got the Electro Spirit, but it certainly can be annoying, so we got to watch out. We're going to go... Hopefully that Sparky doesn't shoot the tower. It's going to, isn't it? Yeah, of course. We still got the lead. I think we're fine, but I would have rather that not happened, obviously, but, you know, it's alright. We're going to go Hogs. And he's actually got the Tornado. Interesting. Not the best Tornado, because only one of the Royal Hogs ends up going for the King Tower. You can actually Tornado, so you pull 2 of them to it, but placement was not great on his end, I don't think. I guess we'll try to Flying Machine to maybe snipe this Sparky here before he gets down a Giant. We managed to make that happen. That's good. Does that kill the... I think if we just get a cage down here, we're probably fine. Go Royal Hogs. I mean, if he doesn't have a Fireball, then I think we're probably... Well, now he doesn't have Elixir to support the Sparky. He barely does, but I don't think that can take Tower the Giant, so we're fine here, I'm pretty sure. As long as something crazy doesn't happen and we, like, don't throw the game, I think we got this. I could even probably cycle a Fireball, but I think we'll go Royal Hogs just because it's going to force so much Elixir out of him to even have a chance of defending it, and he's not going to be able to. That's going to be a game, yeah, that's not that bad of a matchup. Even though Sparky's really good against the Royal Hogs, I feel like our defense is really good against his. You know, obviously we got the Goblin Cage against the Giant. The recruits, once the Sparky crosses over, the recruits do so good against the Sparky too. And they're a very good distraction against the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Now, Sparky Rage with Dark Prince can be tougher, but his variant was definitely not that bad at all. So, good win there, puts us at 6,600. So, obviously still pretty low, but nice to get to 6,600. So, here we go, we found our next game. And with this, we'll chill. I mean, I could start with an Electro Spirit, but we got to be cautious about the King activation. Obviously, when you're using RG Electric Spirit, you don't care about something like that, but when you have something like this, you have to be cautious about giving them free king activations. And this deck is better in double elixir, so there's no need to, like, immediately make the first play, you know? He's going to go ahead and play Ice Golem, so we'll go Zappies. I think that's fine. I mean, either Zappies or Recruits, you know, would have been alright there. So he's going to go Fireball. Fireball, Ice Golem. I hope he doesn't have... I guess Expo's okay, but I was going to say I hope he doesn't have, like, 2.6 or something. Ooh, it's Expo. Okay, this matchup is... Now, if it's Icepo, you have a really, really hard counter, but... 2. Yeah, this is actually 2.9 because he's got the Ice Golem. Here's the thing: if we survive single elixir, we got a pretty good chance at that point. But this isn't actually as easy as you guys think. I know you're thinking like I got Recruits, you know, Flying Machine should be pretty easy, but actually, the fact that he's got a Fireball definitely, you know, makes it not as easy as you guys would think, because Icepo is really easy because the rocket gets no value, but the Fireball can be tough to get through. But our best bet is preventing him from getting an Expo lock and single elixir. He might go in for one now, knowing our Recruits aren't in hand, but if he goes Expo, we just go Zappies. We go Flying Machine, because as I said, he doesn't have a Fireball in cycle, so he can't do anything about that. Even though we overcommitted on the Expo, we got the counter push going for us, and he actually has to spend quite a lot of elixir, and I don't think that Expo was a very good play, to tell you guys the truth, because he had to really overspend on defense there, and we have a massive elixir lead. We're able to go for Recruits in the back, so I don't think that Expo was the play in that situation. We're going to go ahead and Fireball this here, just because the Tesla is annoying, and whoa, did he just predict that Flying Machine? It's either he's got an amazing reaction time or he predicted it. So Skeletons come down late, we get the Recruit to lock on the tower, and at this point things are looking good for us. In my opinion, he hasn't been playing it perfectly. Like a really, really good Expo player in the top 100 for sure would be playing a lot better than he's playing, but he's not playing it badly. I just think he's having a hard time defending this because we're overwhelming him, obviously. So we can just go for a Goblin Cage again, and yeah, you know, this really shows you guys how easy this deck is to play in this type of matchup. Like, if you're just comparing the skill of the deck I'm using to the deck he's using, yeah, it's pretty crazy. So I was considering fireballing the Expo, but I decided not to because it was already almost dead, and I thought that by the time I did it, it would just be kind of pointless. But maybe I should have fireballed that defensive Expo, I don't know, but regardless, we're fine. We took that out okay. You know, we're still in the driver's seat at this point, and we're looking pretty good. So I'm going to go for Barbarian Barrel. Ooh, we can go for a cage here. And like we did before, we're just going to go ahead and play our Recruits. And fireball the Expo once again. Okay, those were bad archers. Just giving us a free fireball at that point. And yeah, actually, you know, after playing this, I have to say, this doesn't seem like it's too hard at all. I don't think we have a hard counter. I don't even know if we do counter him. But I will say, I feel like if he had Knight, which is the better variant right now, it would probably help him a little bit, just because I think Knight is better in almost all matchups. But then again, he can use the Ice Golem to kite our Recruits, so he can get a little bit of value there. But, you know, I don't really know. He's just going for the spell cycle. If he wins this off of, like, just getting damage from spells, I'm not going to be happy at all, guys, if that's what happens. Okay, he almost won without getting a single Expo lock. All spells. All spells. 175 is what we won by. That's kind of crazy. To be fair, a lot of our damage we got was from fireballs, but we at least snuck some Royal Hog hits in. But really nice win. And yeah, that shows you guys what I'm talking about. Even though we won, I don't think, and I just wanted to say that because I think there's a lot of people who think that Royal Hog recruits like hard counters Expo. Icepo, yeah, it does hard counter Icepo, but I feel like that's proof it does not hard counter 3.0 or 2.9 because I felt like I played it pretty well and he made some couple mistakes, especially early on, and he almost won. So that's kind of proof right there in my opinion. But anyway, we're on a pretty good win streak right now. I say we just go for 3 more games, try to keep going. And I'm getting, you know, with this win streak, I'm getting actually pretty close to where I might be tempted to even during the week just push to 7K, like maybe even like tomorrow or Friday. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I got time, because if I'm winning most of my games, I probably could get up there faster than I think. So we'll have to see. Okay, so this guy's not doing anything, so he's just giving us... Okay. Ooh. Well, well, well. Sparky. Yeah, here's the deal. We need to utilize our recruits so we can get the most value out of them possible here. And I'm kind of praying that this Goblin Giant doesn't literally take out my whole tower. This is why I was saying Goblin Giant Rage is much harder than that Sparky deck we played against earlier, because the Rage just makes it way more stressful to defend. At least we're in a good... I would say we're not in a horrible spot. Yeah, he's got that King activated, but I don't know. I feel like we're in an okay spot right now. Could be worse, because we got damage both lanes, and good Royal Hogs, I think, because that mini Pekka was pretty aggressive, so I knew he was not extremely high on Elixir. We could get a little bit of counter push off there, and it paid off pretty nicely. So yeah, we're actually winning now at this point. It's just a matter of if we can keep defending really well his Sparky pushes, and I think we have to wait to play our recruits until the Sparky gets to our side of the map. So what we're going to kind of do here is we're going to try to cycle some of our other cards if possible. But yeah, we got to be really careful here. So I think now we go for a cage. It's late enough to where we'll be fine. That ends up resetting the Sparky. That's really good. So yeah, we got to wait. Alright, I can't wait any longer. We got to go recruits at this point. So it's like... No! Oh, it didn't get pushed back when I played the cage. That's rough. Yeah, that's rough. Wow, interesting push on his end. Very easy to stop for us. He's going to go for the Dark Prince and then Sparky. Oh boy, this is going to really come down to the wire here. I say we pressure right now. Oh wow. I'm really surprised that he decided to pressure, and I don't like that mini Pekka on his end. This guy might be throwing this game, guys. Wow. Just off of what he's doing. He might be throwing here. Okay, so I think we pressure here because his Dark Prince is out of... Okay, good bar barrel. Oh no, the Sparky's really gonna help out. Oh no. Let's go. Nice win. He threw there at the end, 100%. I think he definitely could have won, but there were a couple things he did that I didn't agree with. One of them that was obvious was when he went mini P.E.K.K.A at the bridge with the Sparky, raged it up when I had recruits in cycle. Maybe he thought I was low on elixir or something, didn't have enough for recruits, but that wasn't the case. We were easily able to defend, and I think that's when everything went downhill for him. So, really nice win. You guys could see that was way more stressful. In my opinion, that Sparky deck is harder to beat than this one that I just played against, because the Rage really is just so good in Sparky. I think it synergizes so well. As you guys know, I like Sparky Rage. I play it sometimes, and look at that. We're in the top 1,000. So, not bad at all. We've actually climbed up a ton just in this video. But yeah, we'll play a game, or like maybe 1 or 2 more games. I mean, if this game goes by quickly, I'll play one more. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we've been on a solid win streak. So I'm trying to think of like what we should do here. We could probably just like chill for a second. If he doesn't do anything, I might split zappies just to get things rolling. You know, if I were playing and if I weren't recording, I would consider just waiting the whole time, but I'm not even insanely high up on ladder. Like, I don't really care. It's not really that risky. So we're just gonna go Electro Spirit. And if he doesn't do anything, we're gonna go Hogs. You know, it's not that risky. We have zappies and recruits on defense. We're fine. Let's get out Barbarians. Lava isn't that good of a matchup, so we'll see if he has that. Because if he does, that's not good. Lava's tough. It depends if they have a Fireball, but if they have a Fireball... Alright, here's what we gotta do. We gotta go like this. Gotta, like, pressure... We gotta protect the Flying Machine and also pressure the opposite lane. Okay, that's annoying. Please tell me he doesn't have a Fireball and he has arrows and zap. That's better. Still annoying, but better. So what we gotta do is we gotta go like this to kite the Inferno Dragon in the opposite lane. If you guys didn't know that interaction, make sure to take note of that, because that's actually quite useful to do in lots of situations. So right here, we're actually gonna have to go like this. And yeah, not gonna lie, that was just quite a, I guess, an unfortunate situation to be in, to say the least. But I felt like I did my best there to defend, you know, best I could. As I said, Lava is not easy. I think it definitely is one of the tougher matchups for this deck. It's winnable, you know, we have the chance of coming back. In fact, we actually at this point were... I'm gonna actually Fireball that. Then does he go on offense, or does he save his tower? What is he gonna do? Oh, I don't like that balloon. Why did he play it in the middle? Because now I can just pull it to the king tower. Wow. Good game. And guys, again, I think I said this one video. I often make or verbally tell you guys the mistakes my opponent makes. I think it helps you get better, so you don't make the mistakes they make. And also, when you're playing this deck, if you're in the same situation, you realize like how to capitalize off of it. Like right there, that balloon in the middle, I noticed it right away, and I'm like, oh, what is he doing? I can just pull that to my king tower. Why would you play it in the middle? And why would you not go for like the balloon like at the bridge instead? So, you know, just take advantage of your opponents making mistakes. And if I'm being honest, now that we played that out and we realized his full Lava deck, I don't think that's honestly a horrible matchup. Whereas if he had Lava Fireball, it would be harder. Like, say he was using, you know, the Lava Hound Tombstone deck, or even just another Lava deck but with Fireball. That's harder, but that's not too bad. So look at this, guys. We're really working our way up here. I'm gonna go for one more game because that game was pretty quick. This will be the last one no matter what. And I mean, I don't know how many wins, like the win streak I'm on right now. We'll check after this game. But at this rate, you know what, guys, I might just try to see if I find some time tomorrow to play for a few hours during the week. Usually during the school week, I do have time to play for a few hours, but when it's like end of the quarter and I have like a lot of stuff I need to wait. Isn't that a misclicked expo? Like, that's not gonna lock on my tower. Yeah, he misclicked that. I noticed that right away. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what it is this video, but tons of mistakes from my opponents. Like, tons of mistakes. I'm not, like, calling them out, like, saying they're bad, like, any of them. I feel like it's more so I'm just getting lucky or something. I don't know, but so many mistakes this video from my opponents. But it really shows you guys, like, I hope, like, you guys learned something from this video, how important it is to capitalize off your opponent's mistakes and notice it right away. Like that misclicked expo, don't, like, defend it. Try to, as quick as you can, realize it's a misclick and that you don't even need to defend it, you know? That's really important to do in games. Like, don't, like, if someone misclicks, like, an expo or, like, the balloon in the pocket last game, like, don't freak out, you know? Don't, like, defend it. Don't waste elixir. Don't make a mistake, you know? Because that's sometimes what people do, you know? Just take advantage of the free elixir they gave you, basically, and go from there. So this is a really good matchup for us. If I lose this, then he played it very well. That's all that it means. If I lose this, he played it very well, and he deserves to win it. And even if I end up losing this, I'm not going to change my mind on that. My point will still stand. Like, even if I might be a little upset I lost, I'll 100% still believe he deserved to win, because this matchup is such a hard counter for us, because, as I said in the first Expo game, the difference between 3.0, 2.9, and the deck we're playing against is the spell. The fact that he's got a rocket and that the other person had a fireball. And as you guys are seeing, a rocket is not very good when you're playing against a fireball bait deck. Not very good. And the reason why is because he can't even get an expo to connect on my tower unless... I don't even know how he would be able to. Because we can just go like this. And after he play, like every time he plays an expo, the reason why he can't get it to connect is because he has to spend so much to support the expo just to get it to connect. And by that point, I can already play like Royal Hogs on it or like whatever to stop it. So it's just, it really honestly is just, this is just almost a free win. I'm someone who doesn't believe in any 100-0 matchup. Like, I don't think there's any matchup. People say 100-0 when something's a hard counter, like it's impossible for them to win. I don't think anything's 100-0, but this is about as close as you could get to a matchup being like 100-0. Like, I honestly don't see how... I guess what I'm trying to say is I couldn't see someone using Royal Hogs recruits losing to an Icepo player, unless their cycle was like completely awful or something, or just the Icepo player did some outstanding predictions. But it's just one of those where really all you have to do when you're using Royal Hog recruits is just patiently, you know, chip your opponent away, and there should be very little stress. You guys can see I'm really just talking right now. I'm very calm. This is just the type of matchup where, you know, you really just got to be happy you get a matchup like this. You know, you don't need to stress. Just, you know, sit back, relax, you know, just kind of enjoy the show, because it's pretty impossible. I mean, you can see, like, he's trying to cycle rockets, make the game close. You know, that's cute and all, but I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you can't really cycle 5 or 6 rockets on my tower when all this jazz is going on your side of the map. So, easy matchup. Pretty great video, though. Amazing win streak. Make sure to like it if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And again, guys, sorry I'm low on ladder, but this really proves to you guys that I should be way higher on ladder. I'm just gonna... Look, here's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm gonna... When I'm done with my score, I'm gonna spend a few hours, like, actually seriously pushing ladder, taking it seriously, maybe trying to get to 7k. Maybe I'll use RG2 like a deck I'm good at. Try to get to, like, or just keep using this, I don't know, like, but yeah, my next video, maybe it'll be a push to 7k, or above 7k, I don't know, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 6-game win streak. I mean, not insane, but pretty good. So that's gonna be it. Thanks again. Until next time, guys.